Well, good morning to some, and good afternoon to others. I'm Neo Zerp, and we're back in this Final Fantasy XIV playthrough, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So when last we left off, there was chaos, fire falling from the sky, people turning into monsters, the whole world coming to an end, and we're back in the capital of Radzethan, which is called Radzethan. The capital of Thavnir, I suppose. It seems that the island might be called Thavnir, the area might be called Radzethan. I digress. I made the mistake, and yes, I would call it a mistake, of leaving the area and coming back. And I say that was a mistake because I, using my lovely Friends of the Free Company, gained access to a portion of the map down here that I normally would not have access to at this stage of the game. And so I saw that there was a very direct road here that went back into the city, because at this point I still do not have access to the Aetheryte to the city. I can't attune to it because they hate me. And so I teleported here and drove all the way over and crossed this bridge and went in. Well, every time I crossed the bridge, it would just put me back at the entrance to this map here. It said, oh, you were unable to leave the area. And you have, let me see where it is. You have left the sanctuary, you've entered the sanctuary. You are now at Thavnir instance. Current instance can be confirmed. Okay, well, maybe it's not here. But I was very confused. I was like, okay, so they don't, it's some sort of fail-safe to keep you from abusing whatever is going on with this side of the map, or things not being enabled. Boy, Duffy, that does suck. And so for a very brief moment, I was very concerned that I wasn't going to be able to continue the quest, because I had no way of teleporting back in. I went and I looked around this port area to see if there was like some sort of quest marker that would take me back into it, and there wasn't. But I saw, you can't see it here because I'm not in the area, but there's like a little gate symbol here. It says, well, join next area. So I had to teleport to this crystal and drive all the way up here, and there's a guard you can talk to who lets you into the city, because you can still come and go into the city, you just can't attune to the Aetheryte. And so because I came in from this direction, that was okay, and I was able to make it back into the city. But that was very concerning for a few minutes there. So word to the wise, if you're playing through and you leave Radzethan during this time and you have access to the rest of the map, maybe because you joined RBC, Ragnarok, Free Company on the Mateus server, maybe, I'm just saying, it might happen, and you end up in this situation, you have to go all the way around to get back into the city. So lessons learned, let's progress here. Yes, let's be off. Artha is home to the High Crucible of Alchemy, with alchemists forged many of our warring crystals. Ah, that seems as a good place to begin our investigation. What do you think? Spoke briefly to Nuadine, chief alchemist here on our last visit. He should be happy to answer our queries. Rarity is now accompanying you, so and so. Okay. The NPC is following you. Don't let him run away. I see. Okay. So we are off in this direction. Maybe they'll let me attune to the crystal. Wouldn't that be nice? Such a novel idea. Using the mechanics that the game gave me to do what I'm supposed to do with them. Maybe you'll let me touch it. Nope. Temporary decision. Dang habit. Well, the music is a bit loud. The music is a bit loud compared to me, or just in general? There's certainly adjustment. Because I haven't changed the music from last time. Let's just bring this down just a bit. How was that? Let me know when it hits you. There's our Nuadine. Sounds suspiciously similar to Moadine. Those Dune fans out there. Remember those red eyes? You were with those Scions who commissioned the scales from us, yes? I don't know if they're talking about my red eyes or Gratia's red eyes. Welcome back to the High Crucible. What brings you here in these troubling times? Loud compared to me. Is it still loud? I have turned it down a bit here. And I'm quite loud. I'm looking at my volumes here. Interesting. In past, I've had it like quieter, but I turned it up the last couple streams. And you hadn't mentioned anything then. This is most peculiar. We're assisting the Sage-Trump in investigating the crisis that plagues the city. Do you happen to catch sight of any of the creatures? Did, as I was going about my work, I was disturbed by the crouching footsteps. Powerful ground shook. Rushed outside and could not believe what I beheld. The sky was burning. Suddenly I heard panic screams coming from the direction of Balshan Bazaar. The distance, a monstrous beast poked its head out from amidst the stalls. A handful of Radiant rushed to the scene, only to be set sprawling as the Venus minions propelled themselves skyward. So blasphemy came from the vicinity of the markets. This announcement proved useful. Thank you for sharing your tale. Do we know now where she could go next? To the bazaar, then. Very well. It's fine like this. Okay. Cool. I turned it down just a little bit. Not a whole lot, because I had it like really quiet previously, and I was listening to it on my own time, and it's definitely louder in my ears when I'm playing than it is on the stream. And I was thinking like you can't really hear the audio, especially in like cutscenes and stuff. What you do about this place, Greg? This is Thavnir and Weave, I must say. It bears resemblance to the traditional fabrics of Corvus. Small wonder, really, given that it's just across the water. But I am much of an expert in Corvosi culture, of course. I've not had the occasion to visit my ancestral home since coming to Charlotte. And as I will never reside there again. I'm on my phone, so adjusting the volume is a pain. Oh, I got you. Well, I like it to be balanced, you know what I mean? Let's see. There we go. Give me, but my shop's closed until further notice. Needless to say, we've more pressing concerns these days. Yes. We have come not in search of wares, but information concerning the enormous fiend that tore through the bazaar. Did you perchance witness anything? I'm afraid not, my friend. I was here the whole time, so I only saw the little minions. The mess of the place they did. So on and so forth. Okay. And we will circle around. Just nobody over here. What do you know? What happened? Who was it? Something the matter, traveler? You're lost, perhaps I could be of assistance. The offer is most appreciated. We are not lost, but we are in need of information. I saw it all, though I wish I had not. I was going about my work when suddenly a piercing scream cut through the air. Turned around and there was the fiend, its massive body bursting through the entryway with the force of a tidal wave, and it was gone as quickly as it came. Alright. That actually doesn't help me, but we will see here. Vera, sisters have mercy. What is happening to the world? What am I to do? He's nowhere safe. Hold on, friend. The danger is past, at least for now. It's not too painful to remember. Could you tell us what you saw? First I heard screams and a horde of ravening, I guess. Maybe I cleaned out my ears since last time, I don't know. I get you. Ravening beasts came charging towards us. One of them was huge, bigger than a myriad, throwing people about like ragdolls. It was eating them. I hid under the counter. I saw others do the same. Shrieking and wailing kept getting louder, more voices in the throng, beasts of victims. I couldn't tell. I knew not what was happening. I still don't. That is enough. I suspect that It's most we can expect people to tell us. I think best we find a place inside the bazaar where we might rest and review our findings. Oh, this direction. Never mind. Back the way we came. Okay. We found literally nothing. By their accounts, transformation had already occurred by the time the beast reached the bazaar. Tore through the west side of the bazaar and headed towards the 8th Plaza. The words "the blasphemy" may have first appeared in this vicinity. That being the case, the people in the Mayhain can sure tell us. Oh, I see. Mayhain. The headers Mayhain. What happened? What did you see? Did your elf eyes see? Careful here. Going after the enormous beast, are you? I saw it, including the very instant that poor bastard transformed. The gods are putting me there. It started over there by the window. A few men, merchants probably, talking and drinking. Conversation must have taken a turn for the worse. Next thing I know, their leader, I suppose he was, buries his head in his hands and black mist was swirling about him. Then his whole body bursts apart, and there stands a hideous, slavering beast, massive and foul, gaping maws and bulging eyes. His friends start shrieking, then the black mist comes again until change takes them too. Stuff from nightmares, I tell you. Nightmares indeed. Seemingly, do you perchance know who those merchants were? Oh, I'm a decorator by trade, not much cause to mingle with their sort. Saw Melille, the barmaid, chatting with them, though she might. Boy. Oh, look, a lookout point. I got yesterday a call for a job interview. Oh, right on. Is it one that you wanted? Jumping on tables, jumping on tables. And after repairing all the damage it takes a while for business to pick up again. You mean the blasphemy? That's what the Radiants have been calling it anyway. I saw it too, we all did. Standing here at the corner, Myriad poured me a drink, and suddenly there came this dreadful sound like a pained, angry groan. Unlike anything I'd ever heard, I turned around in shock, and from an ominous cloud of black mist rose the creature, enormous and ghastly to behold. As far as what happened next, to recall it sent shivers up my spine. By some stroke of fortune, I was able to slip outside before the beast got its claws on me. The sight that greeted me, for no solace, the blue sky above turned red as blood. The Red and myself and other survivors clung to each other, dear life, until the Radiant host came to our aid. Wait, did you hear you correctly? The beast manifested before the sky began to burn? Certain of it. The windows here offer a clear view of the sky, and I saw nothing of the ordinary until the beast appeared and began to rage. Okay, fascinating. I want a job, yes. Okay. I know when you want those sorts of things, sometimes you apply to a bunch of different stuff, but like your first pick, your second pick, and your third pick. But it was in that range. Hello there, welcome to Muride's Mayhem. Can you get you? Not for my patience, but rather for information. You're Leo, yes? We are investigators, so-called blasphemy in the Satrap's behalf. We hear it was one of your customers, a merchant, that first underwent the transformation. Can you tell us about him? He was something of a regular here, especially of late. Calzal was his name, ran his own consortium, dealing primarily in the exports of Thavnian specialties. Okay, ready? Oh, I've heard that name before. Really rings a bell. Come to think of it, didn't you meet Calzal when you first came to Thavnir? If I recall correctly, he ran a trading operation in Yildamond. Was Through him, the Scions were acquainted with the fisherman Matsu. Yeah, that's true. Yes, that same Kazal, no doubt. Rather successful man from what I gather. That said, it was clear that he'd fallen on hard times of late. Those ghastly towers popping up everywhere cannot be good for business. Even now the towers are gone, the collapse of the Empire has led to all sorts of problems elsewhere. The market for luxuries is surely not what it was. It's related, so I'm happy. Well, that's good. Glad to hear you getting offers. It's good news. Trying times for the head of a trading consortium, indeed. Kazal was a compassionate man. Even as his business suffered, he did what he could to provide for the artisans, fishermen, and many others who counted on him to sell their wares. Indeed, was the very topic of yesterday's meeting, as far as I could hear. Yet, as they discussed matters further, Kazal's tone grew grave and grim. It was then that... Forgive me. Would not have you recall the memory if it brings you pain. If I could, I would ask you one more thing. Did you notice anything unusual about Kazal in particular? Please, anything at all. Sorry, nothing springs to mind. Perhaps someone else can help you. Kazal lived for his work, but he had no family that I know of. Employees and associates knew him best, but they too are lost to us. Still, perhaps his neighbors know something I do not. I can direct you to them. If it would help. What do you say? It's worth a shot. All right, level 87. This is your public service announcement. Remember to eat food. Realize information. True. Well, they'll made his home in Kama, a nearby residential area. From what I gather, Kazal lived there since childhood and was known throughout the neighborhood. Okay, news. Neighbor's news to me. How do we get there? Write some directions down. I promise you will find what you seek. Nothing else is a start. Come, let's see where the lead takes us. Artia now coming. Yep. Come, gotta have away. That's it. Could take your directions, or hear me out. I could just not. Alley-oop. You can't teleport when people are following you. I forgot that they did that. I forgot that that was the thing that they did. It's been a minute. Dang it, Gratia. Let's go. Okay. Of course, it wouldn't be that easy. So this is one of those wackadoo locations where you have to run all around because it like crosses over and around. For some reason, they made this, like they put this in the city like that. I don't know why, but that's what they decided to do. I have to like cross way around here and go up this way. then take a left. Nope, nothing. Right through there, that goes no. Take left. Another left. Like Tokyo Drift up in there. Another left. Down through here. I do not need to talk to you guys. I know. There we go. Allez-y. Okay. Whoever built this city should be ashamed of themselves for making it like that. 4 days till a game I pre-ordered last year comes out. I'm hyped. Ooh, what game? I don't know what comes out in 4 days. So must be color we've arrived. Must be getting questioned the residents without delay. I doubt someone here can less more about Calzone. Yep. Still following me. Dang it. What do you know? Tell me. Speak up. Monster Hunter Rise for PC. Ooh. Man, they took a minute to bring that game to PC. Because people were streaming it like early last year on PlayStation. Could you come back another time? Just woke up, but I'm not exactly in the mood for idle chit chat. Well, that's one way to avoid a panic, I suppose. Pardon our intrusion. You may not have noticed, but a great danger has come to Thavnir. I encourage you to stay alert and prepare to flee the city should the situation turn dire. But before we leave you in peace, pray allow us to ask a question or two. Did you know a local merchant named Calzao? If so, did you notice anything unusual about him recently? That's all I know him. In fact, we spoke just the other day. Like many others, his business was doing poorly. Still, it seemed as though he managed to turn things around thanks to a generous order from Raven Fibers. Well, he was practically dancing in the streets. I haven't spoken with him since, but I assure all went well. Dijnabaha might be able to tell you more, though, as I recall, he was the one who brokered the arrangement. Interesting. Dijnabaha Raven Fibers. Let's go. It's just for Switch available. Okay. It was only a Switch release? Interesting. That's all you said. He's known him since he was a boy. There's a man who was born to be a merchant, it was him. Always early to depart and late to return. He'd spend his days procuring the finest wares and seeking out willing customers. You could say it came to him as easily as breathing. Sadly, business was flagging of late. No surprise, really, so on and so forth. No doubt, racking his brain. Then at night, I heard the door open. Looked out to see Calzao sitting on a bench, but down below, a man with weight of the world on his shoulders. See, the situation was dire indeed. You know anything else on you? Nothing to speak of, other than the troubles with the consortium. This consortium, he was the same old Calzao, cordial and honest, always. These questions you are asking, has something happened to him? He wasn't caught up in that terrible incident at the bazaar, was he? Travel these days. My daughters told me not to venture outside. Second here as I am, heard little about the bazaar's goings on. Rest assured the city's safer now, but the situation may change without warning. I urge you, stay close to your daughter and prepare to take refuge should the siege trouble. Alright. Switch release, not PC release. I'm glad that they're bringing a lot of games like that to the PC. And, you know, it worked in the other direction too. A lot of indie games that were on PC were brought to the Switch, which is pretty cool. So, I'm glad to see them working like that. I might have to pick up a copy of the Final Fantasy VII remake here now that it's on PC. I do have it on PlayStation, but that's my wife's stuff. She doesn't. She'll play on consoles. I just don't care for it. Lunchtime. All right, so you enjoy your lunch. that. Falling silkworms. This must be Veda fibers. We should find Jinnaba. Where are you? Oh, hello. You just come in hard and heavy. Where I say, there's no time to waste. You'll excuse me, sir. Okay, I'm back. Where I say, there's no time to waste. Me, but you're the one in charge of buying and selling here, yes? We have a few questions we'd like to. I'm sorry, I simply don't have time to chat. If you haven't noticed, we have our hands full at the moment. We must carry all of our wares and equipment to safety before those accursed beasts return. In that case, might we be of assistance? Perhaps we could speak. The job is done. Start by helping us move our equipment. As the others want to put where? No, you pull out the satrap symbol and you say, "Stop in the name of the law." Or not, I suppose. Oh, I moved the wrong direction. You carry out the families. Okay. It's an ominous looking door. Are those the screams of the souls stuck in the paint? At the door and speak with Kamala. Tell you the rest. Well, the vice president? Vice president works here? Very strange. Remember, these textiles are our livelihood. Handle them with care. Sure. Got it. There's employees. Oh yeah, out. I am a contractee. We've come to help. Oh, praise Mendorova. Kind stranger, I welcome your assistance. On your way here, you pass 3 storehouses, yes? I'd like to carry the small crate from Nabrafal to the storehouse near the hatchery. A pair of clothing from Manhura. The massive crate goes to the Miriam of the middle storehouse. Get your back with that one. Those are all crates we have ready. Once they've been delivered, consider your work here complete. Now I have a limited time to complete the task. Should you fail, return to the starting location beginning new. Oh no. Oh boy. Okay, there's the light. Does it show me where I'm supposed to take us? Okay. Jeez. Okay, average file. There you go. There is it. Yep. Is there a timer or a countdown somewhere? Ordinary, right? Okay. Doesn't seem that stressful. Yeah. And the BT crate. Oh boy, look at that. Oh my god. Wow. Just what the That is the worst possible way you could carry this thing. Okay. We did it, though. My goodness. Carried all the crates to the storehouse, yes? And so quickly, too. I've never seen anyone so strong. My associates will see to the rest, so please return to Jabbaha. Ensure my work is proceeding at pace. Tell the truth. Grateful for this distraction. Too many terrible happenings of late. Yep. Okay. What the heck? Oh. I'm in apocalypse weather right now. Oof. That's not good. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a second. Game designers be messing with me. Oh! Come on. Gonna have to like strategically drop from like the brain or something. Come on, here we go. Hey, there we go. Got it. I still want to know how to get that lookout point in, oh, whatever it's called. What's that location? In Kugane. It's like in the middle of nowhere up above something. Like, how in the world are you meant to get on that? As I asked, have you? Yep, you know it. You know it. If Kamala is satisfied with your work, then so am I. You have done us a great favor. Huzzah! You have delivered the instruments and apparatuses entrusted to me. Well, have my thanks. We're safely stored away. We'll not lose any more to those fiends. Your establishment did not escape the attack unscathed. But not, thankfully, most of our workers had already left the day. Those of us still here saw it all. Oh boy, don't you see? Looking to the burning skies in confusion. Then, before we could even begin to make sense of it, a hideous creature burst through the doors, shrieking. Oh no. Ran for our lives, but one of my colleagues was not so fortunate. Cried out, screamed with such agony, such terror in the next instant. He too sprouted fearsome claws. The sight of it caused another fellow to panic, and then so on and so forth. It was awful. You transformed. Sorry, there's something you wanted to ask? Indeed, you knew the merchant Calzal, did you not? I believe he had some dealings with your establishment. Calzal? Knew him well. Arranged for this consortium to deliver a large shipment of fabrics. In the end, we received a better offer and had to turn him down. I understand his business is struggling, so is ours. Another of our most reliable trading partners agreed to transport the goods for a much smaller commission. Refuels not to refuse. Terrible withdrawing the offer. You must understand we simply had no choice. He tried to put a brave face when we delivered the news, but his dejection and despair were plain as day. Said he'd discuss it with his associates, but I could tell he'd already given up hope. Dejection and despair. Remember what we saw in Benaspati, yes? Soldiers and jungle dwellers pushed to the very brink and turning into beasts after the next. It would seem that the same phenomena occurred here, with craftsmen attacked by the fiends as well as those witnessed it, all undergoing the change. I suspect that everything began with Calzal. By all accounts, it was he who suffered from the profound and piercing despair. Wait, could that be it? That such intense emotions? And what triggered his transformation? It remains unclear, but I believe we are drawing closer to an answer. At any rate, we must discuss our findings with the others. Indeed. We were to reconvene with the others in front of Megata, were we not? It should be just outside. Any luck, we will have already returned from the investigations. Our friend was take our leave, so on and so forth. Alright. Guess we're just gonna run out here. See what's going on. What have you found, Stola?
There you are. You've spoken with the survivors.
Indeed. We thought to share what we have gleaned, that we might together gain a greater understanding of present circumstances.
Fortuitous timing. Alize and I completed our own investigations not long ago.
Then we should take a moment to compare notes. Shall we begin with the two of you?
Didn't I fix some Kote hands already?
So the merchant Karzal was gravely concerned about his business in the days preceding his untimely end.
The tales we heard were much the same. The first victims to be changed into blasphemies were all overcome with anguish of one manner or another. Then those who saw their loved ones stolen before their eyes succumbed to a similar panic, setting in motion a chain of transformations.
Fear, unease, despair. These negative feelings serve as a catalyst.
If so, then it is not unlike the calamity that befell the ancients. With their creation magics, they unwittingly gave form to untold horrors. Had they simply lost control, surely it would have manifested in many forms, not all of them monstrous. Yet somehow, this phenomenon is triggered solely by the darkness in their hearts, a common thread with what we now witness.
Common, but not identical. While the beasts the ancients faced were forged with magic alone, those of today are born of sentient beings. Why remains to be seen, but there is one fundamental difference between us and our predecessors. Our souls are sundered, whereas theirs were not. Perhaps that single variable makes all the difference.
If I may, there was another detail that troubled me. We have it on good authority that Karzal's transformation took place before the skies began to burn.
What? If that's true, then the situation's more dire than we realized. It means even if there's no ominous sign presaging the final days, anyone, anywhere, has the potential to become a beast. Even in lands we thought safe, even as we speak.
Look! It's the Satrap! The Satrap!
Thank the heavens!
My countrymen, I am relieved and heartened to see you strong and safe. While the danger has not yet passed, far from it, allow me to assure you that the beasts that raged within the city walls have been exterminated to the last. Outside this sanctuary, the brave men and women of the Radiant Host and our dragon ally continue to battle our unholy foes. I pray these tidings put your minds at ease and help you calm your hearts. Have faith that we shall soon conquer this terrible trial.
Your Excellency, is there any word from Palaka's stand? My grandson was bound for there yesterday, and I worry for his life.
We are still awaiting a report, but I promise you, as soon as I have aught to share...
Your Excellency, I bring grave news.
You are?
I'm Matya of Akyali, a humble fisherman. Ah, I remember you from our first visit. Wait, you're... But no, that can wait. When the skies turned red, I set off for Palaka's stand, fearing for the safety of a friend. But as I drew near the village, I saw dreadful beasts all about.
No! Gods have mercy! Your Excellency! Save my grandson, I beg of you!
We will spare no effort to save all we can, but you must remain calm.
Calm? You tell me to be calm? You saw those beasts? They tore our bravest warriors limb from limb! What if we are too late, huh? They catch him, stick their fangs into him? The fangs! The screams!
Get away from her, now!
That's horrible. That doesn't even make sense.
We've got to kill them before it spreads.
We'll handle this. See the townspeople to safety.
It's like a zombie apocalypse, but of emotions. Keep moving, dude. See, he turned into a little one. Why did they all turn into big ones? Well, that's probably gonna turn out really bad. Stay trapped.
Mitra, our people, you must save them.
You couldn't swift cast flare? Come on.
My son.
Enough! You must run. For their sake and your own.
Can you avert it?
Yes. We'll survive. You must.
So if people are not cognizant to be afraid, then perhaps they will survive. And of course, they took away sleep from black mages. Even know what that spell is. Alright, Exarch. What you gonna
Be
do?
strong, my friends. Fear not, for we will defeat these abominations. Brave men and women of the Radiant Host, lend your Stola and Thancred your aid. Let not a single beast escape.
He does
The
have
rest
like
of you, flee this place.
1,000 years of leadership
Carry
experience.
the wounded if you must. Head indoors or underground.
1,000 years,
Above all,
100 years.
Stay calm. No beast will follow you. We will see to that.
Protected the first.
Alizé, leave the city to us and make for Palaka's stand at once. Matsia, show my friends to the village. I promise you, they're more capable than the host's finest.
Right. Go with them, will you? We will save these people. As many as we can.
Yeah, that's big boy right here. I wish that was like a pose you could do. You just plant your staff. Because whenever he does it, it looks epic. Save Palaka's stand, whatever it takes. I'd say it pains me to put you in harm's way, but would you aid us as well? Of course, Palaka's stand is not far, just down that hill. I told his excellency before the path was blocked by several creatures. I had no choice but to turn back. In that case, this is what we shall do. Now, I ask that you take the lead and dispatch the beast you encounter. Jose and I will keep lots of hidden amidst the trees and follow when the path is clear. Easy peasy. No telling what danger awaits. Keep your eyes peeled. Ah, that's Palaka's stuff. This is the area I wasn't supposed to have access to until now. Let's roll. Hello. You wouldn't happen to be a raging hormonal beast trying to kill people, would you? Because if that's the case, I'm going to have to call the most powerful ally known to mankind. By Chocobo. Get him, buddy. Now it's not fair to call on the power of a Chocobo. But, you gotta die. Oh, dang it. Wasn't able to switch. Come, Mega Chad. We must fight. What do we get? Oh, screechy, screechy, screechy. go, buds. Let's go. A little more thunder. Better with the thunder. Fire. And that. More fire. Yes. Cast all the big fire spells. And that'll do. Is that all you got? Charging up my polyglot so I can just nuke whatever comes next. Here's the town. Everyone looks fine. Crystal looks nice. There's no one here. Where have they gone? Not be. Oh, there's one person. There's another person. They look fine. Those people are asleep. We must heal as we can quickly. I see no beasts. It's down we go. Here we go. I'm not a healer. What am I supposed to do? Yeah. Cooling body's already begun to stiffen. Possibly it's just toward my travel beast. And yeah. Villagers no pulsate for the beast. Yeah. The villager's injuries do not prove to be life-threatening. He does not respond to your efforts. His breathing grows more ragged and shallow. Vacant eyes are that of a man lost and let live. Even if I wake, the nightmare goes on. No, he's put to sleep. Call up, the man does not respond. Only they'd heard about Rowena's fine armaments, then they might have had the will to live. Have you come to help us? You're late, my family, my friends. Like Alpha now. Why the horror? The villagers who survived? Can only hope others managed to flee, but if the rest have turned into beasts, not 12. Let's do what we can so the damage spreads no further. No matter what comes, we must keep our spirits high. Lest we ourselves suffer a similar fate. He said keep our spirits high. The first thing I thought of was Braum from League of Legends, who has a quote. He says, "Let's keep our spirits high." Okay. Again, tend to the rest. Pray look after Matya. That we have seen here weighs heavier on his heart than ours. Yep. Oh no, no. This is Yovrit, the elder here. He is hurt, but praise be to the sisters, he still lives. Hi, buddy. Young Matsu here has told me everything. I have not the words to express my gratitude for your aid. The heavens began to burn. We were afraid. Best to carry on as we always have done. Till today, those unholy beasts came pouring into our village, a flood of midnight death. Words describe what followed the moment I have known since they were babes struck down by the creatures, only to rise again and join the murderous horde, guised as some hideous fiends. In the chaos, a handful of our villagers fled for their lives like a boat. They found their way to safety. Matya, you perchance remember Kirsaf and me having, young couple who always bought your freshest catches. Could I forget, Elder? When I first came to them. For my wares, this spirit eke out a living, they showed me such kindness. Others shunned me as an outsider, and it's their way of the Kirsaf and Rafa and brought my fish. Singing its praises, they turned my fortunes around. Yes, well, they're dead. Alas, I fear that they are in terrible danger. I saw them running towards Agma, temple of one of the beasts, close in pursuit. They had their child, still but a tiny babe, who elude these fiends while caring for one so young is an impossible task. Surely we can go to their end. Never mind, they might be dead. They're not dead yet. Gotta find the family. I want to help them, yet I'm a better fisherman and I cannot face beasts on my own. Will you? I mean, obviously he was asking you because he knows you, but he was really asking me. We all know that. Let's roll. Autobots transform and roll out. Oh, you don't say, huh? But over here or something, right? Ah, look, there it is. Stinking elusive ether currents. There's, but I'm not worried about it. Oh, this place looks fancy, yeah. Temple is just ahead, built by those who worship Saint Agama. Sadly, has fallen into despair in recent years. Our friends have made it this far. No doubt they're hiding somewhere amidst the ruins. No, please stay back. Ah. Well, that's them dying right now. But here, let's understand. I must hurry. Eat us away, us. Stuff, fear not. I am here. Who shall not touch him? Oh, blammo! Cannot overpower me. I am Heidelin's chosen. And you did. It's alright, buddy. They're dead now. I killed them. He's just asleep. Man lies motionless on the ground, bearing a grievous wound. Sorry, Neo. Tried to stay behind, but I couldn't. Well, I tried to save him, but I couldn't. No, it cannot be. There's someone, anyone. No, I'm so heavy, my legs. I cannot feel my legs. My wife fled with our daughter. Need to find them. Need to be with them. Indeed. Oh my. We have no course. You must stay strong. For a time, I thought I had. I don't want to die. Well, that's interesting. Doesn't want to die, but he still seems to be transforming. So could it be strong emotion in general? Thank you. Please find them. Why is it playing the Charlene City music right now? I know it's like sad music, but I was hoping it was just like calming music. I searched the jungle between here and Palaka's stand. There's nowhere else she could have gone. I think. Give me a quick sec. Once we have saved your wife and child, we return to the Hidden West. B for back. Welcome back. We are rescuing the people. Come on, you stupid lemurs. Good. See no tracks or other side of recent travel. Rather than the child must be us. There we go. I don't see any tracks, but I have a location to go to. Right. Okay, I don't want to run into those things. Okay, here we go. Oh. Stay away. What do we see? Oh. Hello, creature. He wants to deal with you. Here we go. And fire phase. Whammo. Whammo. And blammo. Done for now. Haha. It's done. Up here, I suppose, because it's above. Daemon Underdark came through recently. You see no evidence of the passage. I don't know where they is, guys. They don't seem to be here. He's just chilling up there. I didn't find them, dude. Did you? See inside of them, I found nothing. Yep, same here. No clue. Perhaps beasts have chased them further from the village. Gods above, I beseech you, pray deliver them and haven our little one to safety. Soon. Meanwhile, the sky is above them.
No more enemies to trouble us here.
Like how everything's just moving, I can just leave it here.
It's me. How fare you below?
Not good. Not good at all.
Understood. I will inform Vritra. Chaos and panic sweep Ras Khan, and many more have succumbed to the transformations. Amidst the fray, Ahawan fell, protecting a grief-stricken father. My friends fight alongside your Radiant host to secure the capital. Beasts have been sighted in Palakistan as well. We have divided our forces in hopes of quelling the threat there. Of small solace is that we now know what triggers the transformation. As my companions tell it,
so it is the very fear and despair in their hearts which inflicts this abhorrent punishment upon them. A nightmare from which my children will never awake. O capricious and cruel fate, they are undeserving of such condemnation.
will you wallow in sorrow or rise to the occasion? Razat Khan is leaderless. Before he passed, Ahawan sought to reveal the truth to his people. Honor his wishes.
Sounds like a Naruto plot, I suppose.
To what end? To breed a new conflict between dragon and man. These claws could reduce thee to shreds with a touch. These jaws crush thy bones to dust. Only through my proxy could I walk with my children. Without him, I am a bringer of fear, no different from the beasts which beleaguer them.
Perhaps so. Only in death were Hraesvelgr and Shiva united. Indeed, whenever man and dragon have come together, death has ever been the inevitable result. It was our fear of your kind that sparked a nigh-endless war. Fear and hate of which Nidhogg drank deep as he laid waste to my homeland. And in turn, I took my revenge on his brood. Blood for blood, pain for pain. I thought nothing of theirs, only of mine. And yet, were the chasm between us too vast and too deep, Hraesvelgr would not have borne Isael to battle and our rescue. He would never have entrusted a mortal champion with one of his eyes, and the Dragonsong War would still rage on. And I would still wage a never-ending war of violence and vengeance. The future of our star be damned. I cannot speak for Ahawan's greater goals, yet I know that he served you. Served your people long and true. In this time of unprecedented crisis, he turned to you. You could do worse than to place your trust in him. It will not be easy, but the future of Razat Khan hangs in the balance. We have company.
Squiddies. There's a squadron from the north.
The hour has come, Vritra. It's all or nothing.
Dragon Rider. Oh, you don't look so good, pal. Oh, you have to kill you too. And the deep in the jungle, she and her child are in grave danger. Whatever we do, God's have mercy. That let fear consume you. Consume me? What are you talking about? Then I too would become a beast, understand? Seeing with the wounded, how did the two of you fare? Did you find your friends? Yes, let us hope we find mother and child. When we leave here, you should the village will be safe in our absence. No place is safe, even in our presence. Jose and I will patrol the area and search for more beasts. You and Matza speak with other Yoruvet. Explain to him the situation. And as soon as you know. You got it, boss. You got it. I will say Maven and a child. That's for sure. Keep safe. Alright, let's do the thing. Hello. Martin to see you both safe. What of the family? We found Kirisov, but he... Say no more, understand. We have lost yet another dear friends. Kirisov may be gone, but I still hope for Mervin and their child. Please, beg you, find them. So on, then let us rejoin with your friends at once. I do one thing today, it'll be to save that baby. Let's find the girl. I'm pleased to report that the vicinity appears to be the beast-free, no doubt thanks to your earlier efforts. With that, let us resume our search for your friend and her child. Should we begin? Let's shelter there, perhaps villagers as well. Right. We got a place to investigate. Let's go. Down that way. Here we go. Don't want to fight you right now. I want to fight this stuff. Villager woman. I will save you. That's right. Attack them. Attack me! Because I am the greater threat. That'll do. Thank you. I thought I was done for. Me? Mervin? She's a friend of mine too, but I've not seen her. She must still be out there somewhere. Oh. Alright, we're going back to the village. Got it. Let's see. Strategically, deep left. There's an ether current up north. I'll grab that off stream. What you found, Matsu? What you looking at? Kind of creeping over here in this the shade here. Yeah, wait. Perusa lies just ahead, but something terrible has happened. Beasts have come and many have already been killed. Nothing or Laze have done. You can, but there are so many. Count. Must be ready. All right. Let's clear them out. Vroom time, ladies and gentlemen. I am your opponent now. Y'all being really big on those AoEs. Not care for it. Not need that. Bam, bam, and you're dead. Oh, that was a Shroud of Sangaha. Here we go. Oh, that looks like something that needs my attention. Yeah. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. And that's death for you. Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine, I'm sure. Last one, here we go. Let's go, bud. Big damage time. And you're done. Guess I'm going around back to talk to Alpha. The other direction. Still in somewhere. I'm just trying to charge up my polyglot. Leave me alone. What you get? There you are, for the others. Blew some monsters up. See. Send all the beasts in sight. In that case, let's have everyone gather in front of the tent. I will then.
Courage, friend. The pain will pass.
Has anyone seen Mevan?
Why is your plume bigger
Where
than
could
the
she be?
Sinjab's? Where's she at, though?
We've dealt with all the blasphemies and made certain no villagers are still in hiding.
Good work. We've otherwise tended to the wounded as best we can.
What will become of us?
Help is on the way, surely. We may have to abandon our homes now, but we will return someday.
Yeah, it's the spirit.
Where can we go? Is anywhere even safe?
That I cannot say.
Well, I can. Nowhere's safe. Run all you like, but there's no escaping these things. And even if I could, it's too late for my family.
She's not transformed. Curious.
This isn't good. The more they dwell on the tragedy, the more likely we are to lose them too.
My friends, this is a place of worship. Should your heart quake with sadness, cast your mind to the heavens and remember. Remember the teachings of the old gods. Did they not implore us to stand fast when waves of sorrow break against our shores?
No, did they? Did anyone know? Anyone know these things?
Know this, my children. There is more ugliness than beauty in this world. To live is to suffer. To drink of calamity and drown in anguish. To toil and be tested, always and ever.
'Tis a perilous path you walk. Death lurks in the dark, and is the sole promise that awaits at journey's end. You will tremble with terror. You will weep tears of anger and despair.
But do not avert your eyes. See your life for what it is. Then will you see how the hardships make you strong.
Every doubt reforged as scales for your armor. Every agony to temper your blade.
Thank you, lad. We'd almost forgotten who we are. My undying gratitude to you as well, my friends. You were searching for Mevon, no? We must return home.
Don't mind me, taking care of my nose.
I pray you...
Gladly. We dispatched what beasts we could, but the roads are still dangerous.
That was very impressive, what you did back there. Those words seem to resonate with your people.
They should. They were the first spoken unto our ancestors by the divinity of legend. I'm easily upset, and fish are wont to flee a temperamental hand, so I recite the teachings over and over to calm myself.
They're lovely and
But they're going to use
inspiring to
mantra
hear, though
to overcome
I imagine
this.
they were born of
Okay.
great misfortune.
They are born of life. There's as much bad as good in it. More, many would attest. All the more reason to appreciate the good when you can.
I won't argue with that.
In darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow.
And with that, let us see if we can't find Mervyn. Did you see? That beast was chasing someone.
Curious. There, beast. You was marked by the tree spam. I'm sure I saw someone being chased by the beast. Go! Alright. Let's go. This is your PSA. Remember to eat food. What'd you find out here, gents? Hype! Let's go! Hype, hype, hype. I have found hype in the jungle. Oh no. Anime starts the day I want to watch. Ooh, which anime?
That's her! No, I'm sure of it! Live on!
Don't, please!
Dress Up Darling. Not heard of it. Interesting. Although I have to say, it sounds like a comedy. Cosplay anime manga. Nice. Oh, that's not too bad.
God have mercy!
Fortunately, I still have the blessing of the Kabuto, or whatever they're called. I don't think they were called Kabuto. The turtle people from the other one. Life is punishment for very battered, broken, or death. No doubt came swiftly. Until daughter, however, is never to be seen. Oh boy, that's morbid. Big baby arms. If she is, you cannot tell, but she will not survive unless you carry her to the surface at once. Oh, up we go. Am I supposed to get out of this water? There's some stairs somewhere I'm supposed to be. I guess it. You find Raven with the child. Yeah, it's not good. Dang it. But the child, let me see him.
She's so cold, Alphino.
The child is alert and I see no wounds, and yet she grows weaker. My spells can do no more. What she needs is a change of clothes and a warm bed. We must hurry back. Not now!
Matsia, take the child.
Damn it. It appears we've made enough noise to be heard for miles around. More will be upon us ere long. We make our stand here. Mattia, can you take her back to the village?
But the child, all by myself. You can't be serious.
The beasts will follow you home unless we stop them here. And so we shall. Be strong, Matsia. Her life is in your hands.
Got this, dude. I believe.
I can do it.
Yeah, that's the right attitude.
I know you can. We'll keep them busy, Matsia. Go! Quickly!
Steady. You know the way. No. No! Not you too. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. To live is to suffer, to drink of calamity. It is a perilous path. Death lurks in the dark. No! I'm not afraid! I'm not afraid! Do not avert your eyes. See your life for what it is. See how the hardships make you strong. Every doubt reforged. Every agony.
That's what I'm talking about.
The divinity.
Nay, but one who would deliver thee just the same.
Please, you must save the child. She is all that remains of Mevan and Grasef. Please.
Well. Seems the babe's taken a liking to you.
Thou art strong, little one. Let us convey thee to thy home.
I spied our friends as we flew in. They appeared to be holding their own against the Horde.
the last of them. We should hurry and find Matsia. What, like divine aid?
A fine battle it must have been. Shame I missed it.
Like air power. Air superiority.
It was you who came to Matsia's aid.
I was only along for the ride. Vritra was the one who saw the boy was in need. The two are headed back to the village.
Where the worm will honor Ahiwan's wishes and finally reveal himself to his people.
Perhaps so. Will you go and join them?
There's something I need to do first. Mervyn gave her life so that her child might live. She deserves better than to be left to drift alone. She deserves to be laid to rest beside her husband, at least. Will you help me?
Cool. Fate of the world notwithstanding, let's bury a body. It's only right. After all. It's what they would have wanted. Did it off screen. It's not going to be like Scions of the Seventh Dawn where you physically had to carry all of the bodies out of the hideout. That was rough. Smallest of us would be this. Now, expression on his face. Are you ready then? Okay, better get on with it. In that case, let's head to Palaka's stand. No doubt, Merchur's waiting. No doubt. The quest objective is like in his spine because he's so big. I'll stand over here and look you in the face. Just easy. All is well. Matsia returned with the babe safe in his arms. Owing to a warm bed, the girl has already begun to regain her strength. Less joyously received was the word of the mother and father's fate, as well as all their transformed neighbors. How many children of Thavnir must we lose to this calamity? Mothers, fathers, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters. Every death another void that can never be filled. We who survive then must carry the weight of their memory as we strive to regain a semblance of what we have lost. Kisaf and Mervyn's babe is a child of Thavnir's will. Thank you for returning her to us safe. We all got it, dude. O most great and merciful worm, I have no words to express my gratitude. Say that, were it not for you, brave Matsia and the child would have been lost to us forever. Long had I heard rumors that a mighty dragon had forged a pact of friendship with the satrap, but never would I have expected such a kind and gentle soul. With in part, but not in whole. I am Vertra. Years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode. An isle I have ruled over as satrap, with Araman, my loyal servant. It is to be believed you were the satrap all along. The true satrap. Nadana, what do you do? We heard from the Radiant that you had gone to help the people of Palak-Stan in the time of need. And so several of my colleagues from the Great Wood came to offer our services. I myself already brewed up some potions of Mervin's daughter. But enough about us. You, the ruler of a far greater enigma. If you were the true satrap all along, could it be that young Rashan was created to serve as your emissary? Did thou suspect the boy was but a simulacrum? A rumor has circulated for many years around the high crucible that our most good alchemists were once commissioned by the satrap's family in secret to fashion a mammoth indistinguishable from a living boy. Looking at Varashan with that knowledge, I simply put two and two together. I was not alone in drawing this conclusion, but like me, they'd no doubt recognized that the satrap was using the simulacrum to work more closely with his people and decided not to press the issue. I had always assumed one of Arawan's associates was manipulating it from afar, but the truth is indeed more surprising. It is an honor to meet you in the flesh, Master Victor. Pray allow me to express my gratitude. If you had not believed giving us your scales, I do not know where we would be. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's thou and thy fellow alchemists that fashioned the means to unmake the towers. You were the saviors not only of Ratatan, but the star. Right, too kind you are, Master Vertra. But the star yet once was salvation. Once more, my colleagues and I commit the knowledge and resources at our disposal to the mission of aiding the people in their darkest hour. It would seem this place is in good hands. Return to see how Ratatan fares. Will you do, scions? Worry for the survivors we met at Arusa. Shall we pay them a visit before making our way back? In that case, might I ask a favor? Nothing too burdensome, I promise. This way. Sure. This whole game is the Warrior of Light does people favors until there is no more content. Very well then. What do you need, Dana? You need... Needs to simmer just a bit longer, I'd say. In the meantime, I was hoping to make a few questions about Sky, the terrible beast. What in the name of the sisters is happening here in Daphnia? Yeah, the last days coming up with it. Coming in, you know, that's better not to take in. It would seem the situation is even more grave than we suspect. You, my friend, my colleagues and I will use your knowledge to see what can further our research. With that, here we are, hot, piping hot chai, brewed from my own secret recipe of spices and leaves, together with hearty helpings of rich milk and pure sugar. I've made enough for everyone in the village. They trouble you to deliver a few cups. Drink his medicinal properties, then? Not in the least, the ingredients are quite open. So very tasty, though, and as a way of lifting the spirits. The spicy aroma and distinctive sweetness of chai is a simple, everyday pleasure on our palate. Sometimes the best medicine is the simplest. I love sentiment. A lovely sentiment, madame. By all means, allow us to assist. We're gonna deliver tea. Tea time, it's tea time. Gather everyone, it's tea time. Tea time, it's tea time. The only cure for sadness. Ash better. Look at them, all amazing. Blazing about, knowing full well peace by striking against odds. Tea time, it's tea time. Of chai. Yep, well, drink it. So on and so forth. I don't see. Oh, okay, I was looking at the poster, I was like, that's a weird color. You up there, you are in need of tea. My tea senses are tingling. You must take this tea. Take it. Yes, you have problems, but tea. Tea will save everyone. Obviously influenced by the spiffing, but the power of tea. I don't see anyone up here. Oh, there you are. Weary citizen, have you tried this tea? Beast, back at the temple. Not for you, well. Not even thinking about that. Yep, we know. Now have this tea. Cup of chai, well, if you insist. I do insist. Drink it. Drink it, yes. The tea. Let the tea wash over you. Just looking at the local quests. Yes, I have distributed the tea. Did they bring the chai? Did you have the religious spirits? I don't know. I think so. Huzzah! The tea has been utilized. Alright. Well, ladies and gentlemen, and Duffy, I believe I'm going to call it there for today. Thank you for tuning in for this episode of Final Fantasy XIV, the Endwalker playthrough. I'm trying to do shorter episodes because I think it has better rebroadcastability on YouTube. So if that's something that you do, you go back and watch the VOD on the channel. Thank you very much. While you're there, please leave a like on the video and maybe consider subscribing to the channel. I have been Neo Zerp, and this has been Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. Thank you for the hearts in chat, Duffy. I appreciate you. And I will see you all again, probably on Monday. So keep an eye out for that. It'll probably be a little bit earlier. Maybe. See. In the meantime, I wish you all a good day and a good weekend. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you again soon. Goodbye now.